Guys, we got a fun one today. Ooh, I gotta get the box. I didn't even bring it in here.
This is gonna be fun.
Hello, hello, hello. So we have a very interesting one today. So I saw a listing a few days ago for the Barney bag. Remember the Barney bag from the early seasons of Barney and Friends? Well, it was that, and I've always wanted to own a Barney bag. So I was like, oh, well, I might jump on it. I don't know. But the reason I ended up actually jumping on it is because apparently this Barney bag was owned by Lauren King. If you remember who that is, that's the woman, or that's the girl that played Kathy in Barney and Friends, you know, the first 3 seasons of the show, which is crazy. And immediately I had questions for the seller. I was like, how did you come in contact with these items? And they told me apparently they lived not too far away from Lauren King when Barney was being filmed. They're looking to clean things out, to get rid of things, sell things, and just clean out the space. And they wanted to list this stuff. Now, what's also cool is not only is this Barney bag signed or it has her name on it, but it also comes with 6 postcards that were from the first few seasons of Barney and Friends that presumably no one has seen before. I mean, some of these photos, you know, other people have, or we've probably seen it online, but in like not great quality. But there are 6 in here, of course, with the early Barney costumes that were destroyed like years and years and years and years ago. And now we have them in great quality, and I cannot wait to show them to you guys. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start opening it, and we're going to take a look at this.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm having fun.
I've always sort of wanted to own a Barney bag, but it was never really like that high on my list of things to own. It's always just sort of been something that's like, oh, that would be cool, I guess. But I've never really like jumped on the opportunity to get one. But looks like we have one now, a very special one at that. And I promise you, Lauren King, Mrs. Lauren, if you're watching this, I promise you, I will perfectly preserve all of this stuff. Actually, careful, Barney. I have a binder here that I keep postcards in just to keep them perfectly sealed and, or not sealed, but perfectly preserved, I guess. You can see in here right now, Lisa is a Japanese artist that I am just like the biggest fan of, right? Since like 2018. I have a bunch of postcards from her. So they're all in here. It's mainly just Lisa, and I've been looking to make a Barney page. So they will be perfectly protected in here. I had to make sure I got more photo pages because I didn't want these postcards just sitting around. Barney, let's take a look and see what we got and make sure we hide our address. Okay. Doing videos like Power Rangers and then coming back to Barney is like coming back to an old friend. It really is. It's always like Christmas, and I enjoy it a lot. Oh my goodness, this might actually perfectly fit in the display case that I kept this Barney in. Look at this. Look at that. It's the Barney bag. Wow. Oh, and look at that. See right there. Lauren. Isn't that cool? That's so crazy. So, for those of you that don't know, what all of you here know, but I'm going to go through it anyway. The Barney bag was an item shown on the early seasons of Barney and Friends, back early as season 1. And in season 1, it was just like a very reflective, like vinyl bag. It didn't really have any personality to it at all. And then eventually in season 2 and further seasons, it got refined, redesigned to have like stars and constellations and stuff on it, and more closely fit with the Barney brand. And they would do arts and crafts and different things from it. It would magically appear, and they'd sing a song. And this is the Barney bag, essentially. I mean, of course, it's been merchandise-ified. It has Barney on the front with like a little logo and everything, which wasn't on the show. But wow, I own a Barney bag now. Now this thing was released like 20-something years ago. It was in 1994 that they released it. So 1, 2, 3. It'll be 30 years next year. In 2024. That's wild. Look at that. It's in great condition, too. This must have been kept in a container or something, because there's no real wear on the outside at all. I'm sure maybe on the inside there will be, but I can't believe just how well this is held up. That's kind of crazy. Now, we're going to look on the inside. It feels kind of weighted, so there's probably stuff inside. I'm assuming the postcards are in here, so I'm going to go ahead and unzip this, and we're going to see what's inside. okay, I see Riff. What is going on here? I see Riff immediately. Okay, so I'm just gonna reach in and not really look at what's coming out. So, like I said, the seller lived not too far away from Lauren King, who played Kathy in Barney and Friends, like something like 30 years ago. So I don't know if they just have a bunch of Barney stuff, or just added this in because. So here's this. This is a flyer that came with Barney Dynamite Birthday. I guess they just threw this in here because this is very recent, 20 years. So this was the 20th anniversary of Barney. So this was in 2008. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So on the back, I don't remember much Riff merchandise. So you can see there's a Riff plush here. I've never even seen that. And a Barney plush that I've never seen either. Interesting. Also, I'm noticing they photoshopped his arm here. his left arm. I'm sorry, his right arm, which looks kind of strange. But there's that. Barney, BJ, Baby Bop, Riff, and a very disgusting looking CG cake. Pretty neat. What's on the inside here? Oh, it's like a little coloring page. That's kind of cute. And it has the updated Barney redesigns from that era, that time period. I don't like how they keep editing his face in these photos. It looks so unnatural. He's always looking to the side, and I don't think it looks great. But I'm gonna hold this here if you guys want to pause and read that. Very interesting, or not really interesting, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I guess this is just a little coloring page. There's a Riff right there, and I guess some little games that you can play. I wonder what this was included with, because there's BJ and there's Baby Bop. Cool. 2007. Okay, so this was a year before. No, I guess this was Barney's 20th. Was Barney's 20th officially 2007 or was it 2008? I would have thought it'd be 2008, but technically Barney was created in 1987. So there's that. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, let me tell you, opening a Barney bag that's been closed off for like almost 30 years, I was not expecting the first thing I see to be Riff from 2007. Let's see what else is in here. I feel... Oh, what is that? It's not sticky, but it feels like... Oh, wait. Here it is. What else is in here? Nothing. Okay, so the inside, look at that. It's like almost perfectly clean. It smells a little warm, but there's nothing... This thing is in almost pristine condition. I almost could... I'm not going to use it, but I almost could just take this to work with me. I might do it once. I might put my stuff in here and bring it to work with me once. But that's kind of crazy. This thing, I will make sure to protect this. This will absolutely be in the glass display case with this Barney. I can't believe that. So, now we're going to get to the part that everyone's been waiting for. We're going to see these photos. Now, I said to people online that when these came in, I will scan them. So once this video is up, I guarantee you they are scanned. I'll probably post them on my Instagram, Hedge Museum Stage, because some of these photos, again, we've never really seen before. They weren't ever like just uploaded by random people because Barney is very obscure, you know. So at this point, so I want to make sure that we preserve these images because they're really interesting. So let me go ahead and start opening these. Apparently, some of these are actually signed by Lauren herself. That's also very interesting, which I was a little bit confused about because I saw the images of them being signed, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, who was this for? Because apparently they were given out to fans, like Barney fans and stuff. But then, like, why were they in possession of Lauren herself if they were signed, presumably, or they were given to her neighbors? I don't know. Okay, so here's the first one. This looks like a season 3 postcard. I haven't seen the front of it yet, though. So here's the logo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm sorry. Barney and Friends, 1995. Barney and his friend Kathy star in the top-rated Barney and Friends on PBS. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Look at that. So that's season 3, 1995. And that's Barney from season 3 and Lauren King as Kathy. Wow. What a wonderful... That... I've said many times before, this is my favorite Barney costume of all time. It's so... just exactly what Barney should be, what he should look like. And to see this suit again in a photo like this is absolutely crazy to me. I love this set. I love this Barney, and I love these characters. So there's Barney and Kathy. Isn't that wonderful? I'm sure you already see it, but I'm going to put the photo on screen after it's been scanned and everything. I love that. That's absolutely wonderful. Let's see here. Allen, Texas. Chris Haston. If you saw, I had a video a long time ago. It was an unboxing. I'm sorry if you hear a motorcycle out there. A long time ago, I did a video. It was an unboxing of something. It was some Barney picture frame, or maybe I just showed it in my collection. But the back of it said Chris Haston. Apparently, he did a lot of work for photographing Barney. And I hope to maybe get in contact with him at some point, maybe interview or just ask him some questions, because he's on like all these postcards that I've seen. So again, there's season 3. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I can't wait to put that in the binder. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Photo by Chris Haston, computer enhancement by Dennis Full. Barney and Friends, 1995. So there is another logo for Barney and Friends. And this is a photo that I believe Bob West signs at conventions and also on like his website and everything. So this is also season 3 of Barney and Friends. I'll scan this one as well. It'll be on the screen at some point. There is that. There is Barney. Let's see. Sean, Min, Tasha, Stella, the late Phyllis Cicero, Lord Carlos. I had almost forgot his name. Baby Bob. BJ at the top, as well as, is Kenneth there? Kenneth is not there, but there's Julie, what is his name? Right next to BJ on BJ's right side. Lord, I cannot remember his name. Kathy's in there. That's going to haunt me, because there was a tape that we had at the daycare I used to go at, and he was in it. And he was a very integral part to it. I don't remember his name, though, the character's name. Wow. Season 3. I love that. Cast photos are so nice. They're always so nice. It's like a little time capsule. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That will also go in the binder, of course. That one's smaller than the Kathy one, so I'll have to put that in a specific area. Oh. Ooh. So this is going back, 1994. The Lions Group, Allen, Texas, printed in the USA. This one does not say Chris Haston. I don't know if he was there yet, but look at that. Look at that. 1994. BJ and Baby Bob. Of course, BJ and his very first iteration, rather, where he was essentially Barney's height. These suits are so wonderful. Not my favorite Baby Bob, but my absolute favorite BJ, because he's so primitive. He's so just different. I love, because he's so rough. And I wish that they kept this BJ around at least a little bit longer before making the big switch up. But I love this. What a wonderful photo. Wonderful, wonderful photo. Nice. Okay, so I'll put that over here. There's one photo in here that I'm really excited for. Well, I just found it, but it's not this one. Let's see. 1994, the Lions Group, Allen, Texas, printed in the USA. Wow, look at him. Season 2 of Barney and Friends. There's Barney right there. This is the last season that this costume would be used in. Looking at the photo, I know I've said in my season 2 review of Barney and Friends that this costume near the end of season 2 looked like it was on its last legs, and it very much did. The fabric was very much pilling up, and it looked very worn. The stomach and different shots look very yellow from the sweat that David Joyner was building up over the years in this costume, and it was very much wearing out. And looking at this photo in high definition, you can really tell that they could not use this feasibly much more, mainly in the toes. If you look at his left nostril, you can see that his left eye, around that area, you can see it's getting worn. It's very much like a worn out teddy bear. It was nearing its end. But this is one of the best costumes that Barney has ever been filmed in. Like, it's wonderful. And it stuck around for a long time, 3 years, and then like a little bit longer after that, like on the road and stuff like that. Very crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy to see David Joyner, of course, in the costume. Wonderful. I love that. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about. Wow. Oh, wow. It just hit me. So this one is signed. This one has this one has her handwriting on it. It just hit me that this is signed by Kathy from Barney and Friends. The character that I watched on videotapes over and over and over again as a kid. This is her handwriting. This isn't just someone writing on it. This is her handwriting. It just hit me. So here it is, 2. And so this must not have been given to anyone. This must have been something that she wrote preemptively to give to a fan and just didn't write the name yet. She probably had to sign a bunch of these. It says, "You are special. I love you. Love, Kathy." Lauren. So that's probably like a standard thing that they wrote. The kids wrote to different fans and stuff on postcards. That's crazy. Wow. Here's the photo. Look at that. Season 2 of Barney and Friends, Kathy, 1993. Wow. Wow. You know, as I just said, this is one of the best costumes that Barney has ever been filmed in. Barney the dinosaur looked amazing in 1993. Well, before that, more so, but 1993, like this, it's wonderful, you know? This is what I feel Barney looks like to a lot of people that grew up in the early 90s, more so than anything else. Like the very boxy, rigid teddy bear, like I said earlier. This is what people, I imagine, think of most. I can't believe that. So, now we have this photo in high definition. I just keep looking at the costume because it's so... Here's the thing. Because we always see it on VHS tapes and VHS tape quality footage. Seeing it so crisp like this is beyond me. It really is, because you can see everything. You can see just like where the fabric is coming up. You can see just exactly how fuzzy it was, because sometimes you couldn't really make it out on videotape. But look at them. They both look great. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this looks like it's the last photo. And it's wonderful as well. What is this on the back? So this one is the earliest. This is 1992, season 1 of Barney and Friends. The Lions Group, Allen, Texas. Printed in the USA. Wow. So this is a photo that is online. I don't know how high quality it is online, but it'll be even higher now. So there's that. There's the entire cast, or I don't know if it's everyone, but let's just say that's the cast of season 1 of Barney and Friends. Barney, Baby Bop, Tina, Michael, Lucy, Tasha, Kathy, Derek, Min, Sean, and Barney. Did I say Barney? I did now. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Such a nice photo. As I said earlier, cast photos are the best kind of time capsule, because you really see just how happy everyone is. It just takes you back, you know? Like, I remember all these kids growing up. Like, I watched it, you know? That's wonderful. So now we have 6 postcards that will be going in the binder. I will show you guys that in just a second. And yeah, this video went on longer than I thought it was going to, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I certainly have. This has been crazy. I completely forgot that I got a Barney bag 30-something years later, and now I own one. Okay, so to my unfortunate dismay, this one is so much bigger than the spaces in my photo pages that I cannot put this one in here. So this one will be in the display case with Barney, and I'll just have this one posted up somewhere. But I was able to fit everything else in the biggest spots. So we got BJ and Baby Bop there, season 2 Barney there as well, and I have that one to where you can still see the No, I do not. Okay. Oh, that's a different page. There's season 2 Barney as well. I have this one so that you can see the signature right there. And then there's season 3 Barney as well. And then we move over. There's Lisa. Don't look at that. And then there's season 1 Barney. So these are protected. I'm going to put some more postcards in here that are Barney related and just fill them up. And yeah, so there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm very pleasantly surprised with what was included in this package. Very historical things, very important things, Barney related, and I'm just glad again to have these wonderful things in my collection. I will keep them safe. I will keep them preserved as they are essentially artifacts. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Of course, there's so much Barney content on the channel. There's so much Power Rangers stuff. There's so much just animation, Sonic. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you did, because there's a lot of good things there and a lot of great things that are to come. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow Thank you guys for boarding my rainbow line. And I'll see you guys at the next stop. See you. Andrew, Brandon, Caroline, Daisy, Donnie, Emilia, Gwen, Ian, Junior the Hedgehog, Common J, Megley, Mia T. Toon, Nerdy Disney, our friend Barney. Thank you to all of my Rainbow Line passengers. See you!